Hey, YouTubers! You know, it never occurred to me, but whenever you hear somebody on YouTube saying, hey, YouTubers, they're actually saying, hey, you, tubers. But I have never thought of you folks as potatoes. I'm just going to say that right now. I think of you as loyal and very nice listeners. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this week's episode of Fusion Patrol, where Simon and I are talking about the DVD reconstruction of The Underwater Menace. We recorded that episode very shortly after the DVD came out in the UK. So that was, I want to say October. But it's a few months ago. Since then, I had the privilege to go to the Gallifrey 1 convention in Los Angeles, and there, a member of the restoration team, I believe it was Steve Roberts, talked to us about the instructions that they were given for releasing the Underwater Menace. This is part of our discussion in the podcast as to why they did such an awful job of the reconstruction. And we didn't know. We had no idea what the reasoning was. And I'm not sure I can shed light on it, but I was going to record this video and tell you what I knew. And then this very day, I'm informed that the DVD restoration, the Doctor Who restoration team website, which has in the past given a list of what they did for all the episodes, has been updated up through the end of the line, including the Underwater Menace. And so I'm going to read you a paragraph from their site. So this is not me, this is their writing, but this sums up exactly what he said to us at the convention and what I was going to say, only far more succinctly. Basically, it's been sitting on the shelf for 2 years, and finally pressure from BBC Worldwide and fan groups and whatnot, and they just said, okay, you're going to go ahead and release it. But here is the instructions that they were given. Rather than animate the missing episodes, the instruction that came to us via our commissioning editor was that they were to be presented as an inexplicably basic telesnap and off-air soundtrack reconstruction. Although we offered to prepare reconstructions to the standard of that featured on the Web of Fear for no extra cost, we were firmly told that the reconstruction must be exceptionally basic. No recreated openings or credits, no composite shots, no moves to add life to the storytelling, and all the telesnaps had to be presented one after another in the order they were shot and without repetition. A very odd commercial decision, which we were at a loss to understand. So there you have it. It's not the restoration team. It was the powers that be somewhere at BBC Worldwide, BBC thing, and inexplicably, they made it awful. Intentionally awful. And it was. Not counting whether or not you think the story was good, the telesnap recreation on the final Underwater Menace DVD, which is still not out in the United States as of this day, I might add, is terrible. It's worse than amateurish work, and that's no reflection on the restoration team. That is clearly a reflection upon management decisions. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. You can find us at fusionpatrol.com, and we will talk to you next time.